This will be assignment number 3 for superposition theorem. Again, analyze the sum, little different from the earlier two cases. If you analyze the sum in this case, you'll observe there are 4 sources. I said there are 4 sources. I didn't say about dependent, about independent. I said only 4 sources. First, second, third, fourth. Will you count this as a source? No, that is just a sign of dependency. So in these 4 sources, divide which is dependent, which is independent. So if you observe it carefully, you'll observe this is your independent source, this is your independent source, this is your independent source. So when you have 3 independent sources, which tells you indirectly you have to solve this sum by 3 cases. So at the end, all the values in each case which you will be getting it, condition applying, all the 3 have to have same direction. So let's start with each and every case. In case 1, it is given we will be doing with 18 volts. So we'll be writing acting 18 volts. So when I'm using 18 volts, my dear friend, I need to remove this as well. When I talk about voltage source, in voltage source, the internal resistance as a reason to short the voltage source. And when I say about current source, in current source, the internal resistance is, so I open circuit the current source. So your circuit will be your 18 volts, your resistance. Since you said you open circuited, so this branch will be removed automatically. So you will be getting a 6 ohm resistance, a voltage source, and since this is the independent voltage source, you will be replacing it by its internal resistance, which is 0. So you will be shorting the voltage source. The value is Vx, and Vx is dependent on plus minus. So ultimately, I need to find Vx in every case. So let's do it step by step. In this case, you have only one mesh, so we'll be considering only one unknown current that it will be I. So again, same logic, apply mesh or super mesh. Check it. Can you apply KVL in this case? A voltage source, I into a voltage source, I into a voltage source, a voltage source. So it's every point is a voltage source, so you can apply a KVL. So write the equation for KVL. So statement will be applying KVL. We get, so in how many resistors you have in it, you add them. So you'll be getting 9. Which current is flowing? I. Since you're writing mesh for this, sign equal. Any other current is flowing? No, write equal. On equal to RHS side, write voltages. 2 voltages, current enters in negative, so write positive, vice versa. Positive, write negative. Rule says you need to get equation only in terms of the unknowns current. Your unknown current is I1, so everything should be in terms of I1. So let's convert everything in terms of I1. So I need to find equation for Vx in terms of I1. So your logic will be V is equal to IR. For V, you will be writing Vx. For R, you will be writing the resistance across Vx, that is nothing but 3 ohms. In terms of I, you will be writing the current flowing across 3 ohms, that is nothing but I. And your I1 enters into positive. So your equation will be Vx equal to D. Make it sure whenever I solve the sum further, you need to have the diagram in your book. Unless if you don't have the diagram in your book, it will be difficult for you to understand the further procedures. So make it out some being, please note on at least the networks in your book. will be much easier for you to understand the further process. Okay, so you got the value for Vx, put the value for Vx in the previous equation. So your equation which you got, that is was 9i1 equal to 18 minus 3Vx. So value for Vx is equal to 3i1. So shift the value for I1 over here. So 9i1 plus 9i1 equal to 18. So value for I1 will be 1 ampere. This is the value for I1. You don't need to find I1, my dear friend. You need to find Vx in every case. So Vx equation is already there. Vx is equal to 3 into I1. So this will be 3 into 1. So this is the first case. So the value which you got is 3 volts. Since this is the first case, we will be writing V dash. Since it is a voltage, there is no need of direction. If it be a current, then there will be need of direction. Okay. This is your first case, that is going to put your V dash of X, which you got 3 volts. Similarly, we'll be doing for second case. In second case, my dear friend, you will be referring to 5 amperes. So that's the reason I said you should be having the network in your book. So it will be easier for you to understand. Okay. So now in case 2, acting 5 amperes. So when 5 amperes acting, the remaining 2 voltage sources you need to remove. When I said I need to remove the voltage source, that means I need to replace the voltage source by its internal resistance. The internal resistance of a voltage source is 0, so I need to short the voltage source. So your circuit will be, my dear friend, your 18 volts will be shorted, your resistance 3 ohms, where your Vx is depending. Next, you have a resistance, you have a current source. When you have a resistance and current source, you need to short the resistance. The effect of resistance is negligible. So you have a resistance 6 ohms, you have a voltage source plus or minus 3Vx. Again, you have a voltage source which you need to short it. That means you need to replace it by internal resistance. So let's solve for the second case. You have a 2 smaller loop. So for the direction for both the cases, this will be your I1, my dear friend. This will be your I2. So let's write the equation for it. Either you can use mesh, either you can super mesh. So let's see which condition can be used in this case. So if I need to use KVL, I into our voltage, but this is not a voltage. Let's see. I into our voltage. Again a voltage, but this is not a voltage. There are 2 loops which could be meshed, but it is not a mesh because of the current source. So that condition is known as superposition. So let's solve the above network by using superposition, which we have already studied. So applying KVL in super, we get. So this will be a whole network for a super mesh. In super mesh, you have 2 currents. So both the current you need to take as positive. Apart from these 2 currents, my dear friend, all the current will be negative. Okay. In mesh, you have only 1 current. You take that current as positive. In super mesh, you have 2 currents. You take both the current as positive. So equation will be 3i1 3i1. I2 is 3 plus 6, so this will be plus 6i2. Any other current? No. Put equal. If you write equal to, my dear friend, on equal to side, there should be only voltage. So is this a voltage? No, this is only a dependency. There is a voltage, current is positive, so it will be minus 3. Rule says you should have equation only in terms of I1 I2. So is it true in this case? No. You have a term known as Vx. So you need to replace Vx in terms of I1. Either it can be in terms of I1, either I2, either the combination of I1. So for finding Vx value, use the basic formula V is equal to I1. For V, you'll be writing Vx. For R, Vx is across which resistance? Which current is flowing? I1. I1 is entering into positive. That will be an equation for Vx. Put the value for Vx in the above equation. So you will be getting, my dear friend, the equation what you will be getting, that will be 3i1 plus 6i2 equal to minus 3. Vx will be 3i2. To simplify it, so you will be getting 3i1 plus 6i2, that will be minus 9i1, shift all the variable that side, so you'll be getting 21i1 plus 6i2 equal to 0. That will be your equation number 1. Since you have two unknowns, you need to get two equations. The second equation you'll be getting from the current source. So please make it a point, you should be having the network in your book. Okay. The second equation will be getting from current source. So observe which current is following the current source. I1 is following or I2 is following. If you observe it carefully, I2 is following the current source. So your direction for I sign will be plus. And I1 is flowing opposite to the current source. Your sign will be minus, equal to the current source value. The current source value in this is 5 ohms. That will be equation number B. So in this case, if you solve, there are two equations, I1 and I2. So by using a scientific calculator, you'll get I1 and I2 value. So using the calculator, you might have got these values, I1 and I2. So let's find out Vx. So if your Vx is given as 3i1, so your Vx is equal to 3 into minus 1.67. That is nothing but you will get minus 5 volts. Since this value of Vx is obtained from second condition, so you will write as Vx double dash. That's the second condition of Vx. Since there are three independent sources in this sum, so you need to solve thrice for this condition. So the third condition which you will be solving is for 36 volt. Make it sure you have the network in front of you. So your case 3 would be acting 36 volt. So let's do it. When I am acting 36 volt, my one voltage source and another current source would be acting. If I need to remove voltage source, that I need to be replaced by its internal resistance, which is 0. So I short the voltage source. If I need to remove current source, I need to replace it by its internal resistance, which is infinity. So I need to open the current source. So the circuit will be 18 volt will be shorted. You'll be getting 3 ohms, a dependent sources plus minus Vx. The current source will get open, so this branch will be removed automatically. You will be getting a 6 ohm resistance. You will be getting a dependent voltage source, that will be plus minus dVx. You will be getting a voltage source which is given by 36. So this will be a complete circuit. Since you have only one loop, so you will be considering only one unknown current, that is nothing but I. So this can be solved by a simple mesh. So you will be writing, applying KVL in mesh. We get. So how many resistors you have in it? There are 2 resistors. So add them. So you will be getting 9. Which current is flowing? I1. So you are writing the mesh for this equation. Sign will be positive. Any other current is flowing? No. Write equal. After equal to what? Voltage source. How many voltage sources? There are 2. Current enters into positive, this will be minus. Current enters into positive, this will be minus. The equation should be in terms of unknown current. So which terms need to be solved? Vx. So finding Vx, use ohms. V is equal to I. For V, you will be writing Vx. Vx is across which resistance? 3 ohms. In 3 ohms, which current is flowing? I1. I1 is entering into positive. So you got the Vx value. Put the value for Vx up equation. So we'll be getting minus 3 bracket 3i1 minus 30. Simplify it, get the value for I1. So we'll be getting, my dear friend, we'll be getting minus 9i1 equal to minus 9i1 minus 36. Shift, we'll be getting 18i1 equal to minus 36. So your I1 will be, my dear friend, minus 2 amperes. That's not your final answer. You need to find Vx for this condition. So already you have find out the condition for Vx and relationship between Vx and I1. That is nothing but 3i1. So put the value of I1, so this will be minus 2. This will be minus 6 volt. Since this condition for Vx is for third case, so you denote by triple dash. So ultimately, you have found out Vx for each and every case. So at the end, you have to find the total Vx. And I need to find total Vx, my dear friend. So Vx is equal to Vx dash plus Vx double dash plus Vx triple dash. So add all the value for Vx from start to bottom, you'll get the total value for Vx, that is nothing but your volts. So this is kind of a homework that you will be doing. So in terms of voltages, you don't need to consider direction. Direction is very important when you talk about current. In voltages, you don't need to consider any direction for it. So that's your sum based on superposition theorem. In this case, the difference was that you find out voltage for each. Thank you so much. Let's have more few examples of superposition theorem, because once you do superposition theorem, your Thevenin's, Norton's, maximum will become much easier for you. So let's have a look. Please make it sure in every exam you should draw your own network. When you draw your own network, your things will be much clearer. Thank you so much, guys. Signing off.